Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Converted Podcast, the podcast about the guild on Airy Peak Convert to Raid. With you as always is Salmisis the Shaman, Belshnickle the Priest, and Navox the Warrior. It's about to get real. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 46 of the Converted Podcast. I am Belshnickle, and with me I've got my two fantastic co-hosts, Navox.
What's up, guys?
And Sal. What's going on?
Hello! In this episode,
we have a new tier for rating. You said you like garrisons, so we put garrisons in your garrison. Knate and Turarts are here with the guild haps, and Kinsman Tynkerbel is here to give us all kinds of dirt on Belshnickle. I am so jacked up on coffee right now. And let's...
Send some of that energy you've got over this way, bro. Send it
Absolutely.
over, man. Let me just get it through the monitor here, man. This guy's intense. Wow. This guy's feeling it tonight.
So if he reads that part, then I'm going to say,
was like
hey,
an early poll. That was like DBM. That's my DBM timer. You go like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and I'm pulling, and the rest of the people are, God,
what is it with tanks not following the pull timer code? Like our tank pulls like on 2 or 3 like every single time. Like, why even have a timer? You know, if you're gonna pull whenever you feel like it, just say, "Hey, guys, I'm going." You know what I mean? Like, what's that all about, man? It's like some tank issues, man.
How many cups of coffee did you have, Navox?
I had 2
before
cups.
the show?
I actually, if you count, I had probably 4 cups. If you look at the cups, like I had a small cup and then I had a mug of coffee. So it's like I'm good.
This guy's
like,
got coffee IV right now, man.
Yeah, I'm like.
And it's like 10 o'clock at night on the East Coast. So
Wow.
I'll probably
that's
go for a
great.
run after this.
So I guess it's going to be my turn to say, hey, what's up, chat room?
Yeah,
Our
man.
chat room is looking pretty awesome. It's like a who's who of Airy Peak right now.
We
It's
got a lot of
kinda
people in the
crazy.
chat room.
Yeah, thanks for showing up, guys.
Yeah. This is pretty cool. I don't know what to do for the chat. I don't know what Navox usually
You
says.
say
about-
hello, chat room. How's it going, chat room?
I think we just sit back and just let Navox do his thing. I think it'll be actually a lot more entertaining just to watch Navox go, man. He just wind him up and just go, baby.
We say hi to our chat room and our listeners on iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube. And then, Bell, how's your week been?
Dude, listen, man, check it out, right? You're throwing me off, bro. All right. Listen, man. Well, hey, listen, it's fantasy football. You know, as you guys all know, it's coming to an end. But this weekend is playoffs. And all of you, like, football fans will get that reference, man. It's time. This weekend just finished, man. I got 5 teams going this weekend. All 5 may advance. So I'm feeling so good right now. I'm about to get some money. I'm about to get paid. And BlizzCon 2015 fund is underway, baby. Making some jack. So that's going pretty good. Finally got to level 100. Been raiding with the old raid team that we got back in there last week and got the group formed up again. But yeah, man, it feels good to be 100. I don't have to level anymore, man. But leveling this expansion though, for some reason, was a lot more fun, man, than normal. I'm enjoying it. So I had a good time leveling, but I'm glad to be here, man. I'm raiding. I'm doing my dungeons, heroics. Other than that, man, just nothing major, man. Just playing the game and chilling. I'm back in the game, so that feels good. What about you, man? Sal, what have you been up to?
I'm just watching. Pasha in the chat room just says, I can't wait to see Nav crash.
Oh, it's going to happen tonight. It's going to happen. You're just going to see him
It'll
just
happen
disappear
during
from
the
the
interview.
frame.
I'll be like,
Okay. You know what, guys? I consider myself a relatively positive person. I tend to look at the bright side of things, you know. But dang it, I am so over these login issues.
wait, Sal. No.
It's still happening or what? Am I missing
Stop
something? What's up?
complaining. You are always telling us to be positive, Sal. You can't complain about this.
Wait, is it still
Yeah,
happening like
so-
regularly or what? I'm missing out. What's
It
going
happened
on?
to-
I don't know
Tonight?
what she's talking about.
See, I haven't logged in since
I
yesterday.
couldn't get in. I know that Pasha couldn't get in because she was all over Twitter about not being able to get in.
Okay.
And you know what? And it happens in the mornings. There's a rolling restart. The second I want to sign in and do something with my followers, and it's like, I just want to assign missions to my followers. Is that too much to ask? I just want to sign on.
I love it when Sal gets whiny.
You know, and my gear level is so low because I don't know any tanks or healers, and I can't get into
You don't know any
dungeons
tanks or
because
healers.
Blizzard doesn't make any scenarios because they hate me. And then when I do queue through a dungeon and then I go pee or something, and then I'm out of the queue and I lost my place, gotta start again.
You
And
pee
it's
later,
just
man.
because
When you're playing WoW, you're playing WoW. You can pee anytime.
I was gonna say,
I
all I
can't even
hear,
get into a dungeons because I don't know any tanks or any healer at all.
I hear a lot of crying, but not seeing a whole lot of logging in and playing.
I know. I don't remember the last time I saw Sal like logging game. I mean, it's been a couple.
If I only knew a tank or a healer that could get me through heroic dungeons. If I only knew a tank
is that
and
a queue?
healer.
There's no queue. There's no queue in the show notes.
Is that a queue?
So
Oh no, Nav.
I knew a warrior and a priest.
I'll make a priest. You make a warrior, and we'll do this.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll get her geared up. Just give us
minute.
about a week or two to level up. Actually, I'll level up from 1 because I want to know how to play a priest. So I don't really want to power level a priest or buy a priest to, boost it to 90. So I'll probably level it from 1 to 100.
You should do it, man. Priesting's awesome.
Absolutely. I'll probably just level as holy. It probably should take me half the time, you think?
Holy?
Yeah.
Leveling?
Right?
Nah, disc,
Yeah.
bro. Disc.
This?
Right.
Okay.
Or shadow, if you want to do that.
All right.
Just a level. But anyway, Nav, man, what have you been up to, my man? Because Sal doesn't know
Okay.
any healers or tanks that are on the show with her.
Yeah,
every week.
I know. She doesn't know any.
And she hasn't. Her face hasn't moved for a little bit. There it is. She's back. So, so what's up, my man? What have you been up to?
All right, so this week's been pretty good. I found out. All right, I'll do a couple quick short stories, and I found out one of my coworkers' husbands collects a bunch of, or he was responsible for distributing some WoW merchandise. And when I found out what it was, I was like,
Distributing
Hold on
"Whoa!"
one second.
WoW merchandise.
Yes, as in regards to like swords, because he collects swords, and I was like, "Oh, great swords!" Like I used to do that. Like,
He's a gold salesman, right?
No. He actually, the merchant, like he was in charge of selling the way she said it to me was, that sword, the Frost, it's a World of Warcraft thing. And I was like, what? The Frost?
The
What,
frost, the
Frostmourne?
frost.
Frostmourne? She's like, yeah, that's it. We're trying to get rid of that thing. For a split second, I was about to ask her how much. And then I thought, just more clutter to hang on the wall. No thanks. And you can't really do it. Guys, swords are great. They're decorative pieces, but, I don't know. It's clutter. But
Yeah.
so that was kind of cool. That I found out that one of my coworkers actually is inadvertently, connected to WoW. Other than that, week's been pretty good. We had a great week. We raided all of Heimall, except we were doing it on normal. We got all the way up to Imperator Margok, and we didn't down him. We'll probably get him this week. I'm loving that raid instance.
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun. Tectus was a good fight. That was a really good fight. I had a lot of fun with that one. Also, then after that, my weekend game kind of went spiraling downwards. I think I drank too much coffee beforehand, and then I was crashing while I was making these.
Not you,
I was
bro.
crashing while I was making these other
Not you.
rash decisions. I have been on this whole garrison mission to level up all my followers. And props to Darius for, I think it was in episode 163 of Convert to Raid, where he mentioned 2 add-ons. One was Garrison Mission Manager, and the other one was Mission Planner. I think those are the 2.
Yeah, those are really good.
Guys, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat room.
I thought it was Master Plan, but it could be
Master
Mission
Plan.
Plan.
Thank you. That's it. Master Plan and the Garrison Mission Manager. Those things are great for leveling your followers.
Definitely.
Well, I've been leveling my blacksmithing as well, but I put Rollcan, or whatever the lady's name is, the orc, it's Rollcan, I think her name is. Anyway, she's a blacksmith.
Is she,
She's like your 3rd follower you get, like 3rd or 4th.
yeah, but I don't know, like, she is, purple quality for me? Is she purple quality for everyone?
Oh, no, she's green for me. So you lucked
Really?
out. And let me give you a little tip.
So I give her
Don't
all my upgrades and stuff. She's
Touch
cool.
her at all. Don't put any other trait thing on it. I was looking at,
because you lose one, yeah.
I was looking at
Not
all
with
my
her, though.
followers, and I noticed that they all have like 2 traits except for her. So I thought, I've got this thing collecting bag space. It's the dance thing. I thought if I add it to this tune, it's going
You're
to
not
just
adding
add
it,
it
you're
to.
replacing something else.
You're replacing it. So I replaced it in my blacksmithing, and I was like, son of a. So now I have to wait till next. Well, I have to wait for tomorrow, and then the inn will let me go and pick a new blacksmithing follower. So I have to go do that.
Well,
Okay.
I did the same thing, except
I
I've got Fiona, and
okay.
she had herbalism, and she's a green. I can't really use her for much. She'd be perfect for my garden. Perfect. She's green. She could just go there, and then I gave her the dance trait, and
Yeah.
now she's pretty much useless. She's got no other trait.
So then I sent all my followers out on missions, and I came up. I'm starting to get those 640 missions where you get the gear with my followers.
Yeah.
And I had sent him out because I'm like, great, shoulders. So I sent my followers out on like 24-hour mission. It takes hours and hours to do these 640 missions. And in the meantime, I'm thinking, okay, great. Now I've got all this ore, so I'm just going to go get 2 upgraded pieces. So I'm sitting at the blacksmith thinking, what do I want to upgrade? Well, I make a pair of shoulders, and I forgot that my followers are going out and grabbing shoulders. So then I craft these shoulders. They're not the best in slot shoulders for me, so I reforge them like 3 or 4 times till I get the stats that I want on it. So I'm wasting all this ore. It's just, I mean, it's crazy. So it was not the best decision-making process for anything at that point. But then I was like, oh, whatever. I have to log out because I'm kind of mad. Log back in. I figured I'll level another tune. I know I'm getting long-winded, guys. So I changed my tune from Xena to The Rock because The Rock is awesome. Everybody knows The Rock, And now I've got a second warrior, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, I've never seen Nav feeling so good.
Now?
I've never seen Nav feeling so good. If you guys can see Nav's face right now, he's got like this grin from ear to ear, man, and he's just feeling good, man. I love it. So anyway, man, we got Tink tonight, man, and I made a short little video. Well, according to Sal, it's not that short. It's 6 minutes long, right? But I took a couple clips from BlizzCon of Tink. We hung out a bunch, and the back of his head's in a lot of it, but it's good stuff. I found it entertaining. I laughed.
Oh, I need to see this.
So I'm going to put it on. It's about 6 minutes long, and then after that, we'll come back, and then we'll bring in Tink himself, and you guys will get to meet him. All right, here we go.
Yay, Tink!
Tynkerbel, say what's up to the Schnickle cam, baby. Yeah, buddy. It's on, boy. It's on. That's how we do it. It's rolling right now, dude.
That's good.
Yeah, it's blinking, right? It's blinking? It's blinking. Yes. BlizzCon 2014, baby.
Oh, I need my thing. I will go into public with you, yeah.
Only because you know what's up. We get a quick glimpse of the Walk Food doll back there.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, in all of its splendor.
In all of its splendor and glory.
Unused splendor.
You're not bitter, though.
Huh?
You're not bitter.
Not bitter at all.
Let's do this, man. He said, I will go out in public with you. All right, man, let's get it. Flashing, right? Flashing?
Opening the door.
Yeah. I'm going to have to edit all that out.
I know there's going to be tons of them. It's a flashing, right?
I think. It's flashing? Yeah. Flashing, right? I hate to have turned it off, thinking I was turning it on.
Right.
How fail would that be?
Just at all.
Yeah, that would be fail. There you go. heard somebody yell at Omaha. All right, main hall's to the left, dude. Stay left. Tink. It looks like Justin Bieber. That kid just looked like Justin Bieber.
Shoot him.
Shoot. I think we're gonna get a decent seat, man. Dude, I don't know how many we'll be able to hold, though. I'm telling you right now. I mean, if you see somebody laying across the seats. I'll try to hold up. I'll try to hold up one or two. Watch your step, man. Watch your step. Sorry, man. This is the press. This is the press area. They're not gonna let them stay in there. Actually, they might. They might. They might. Yeah, let's go. Tink, how far are you going down? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna. Excuse me. Because Tink, even if we, yeah. Even if we stayed, we wouldn't be able to get anyone in. Dude, if you see some, just grab some right here. Tink, grab these. Oh, okay, my bad. What about there, Tink? Right by here. How did it work out? Michelle. We have 2 rows.
See Zayna, she's standing on the chair waiting. Oh, no, she's...
Tink, where you at?
Right here, dude.
Sit over here. Sit right there in the end. Boo, put your bag right there. We got Sal here on the Schnickle cam.
What's up, Schnickle Cam?
Yeah, we got your Sangas. We got, hold on, Kleptic?
Kleptic, man.
Yeah, man,
It's
that's all right.
Kleptic.
We got Tynkerbel over there with his ankles. So we're feeling good, man. Ready to go. Like a blanket, right?
Just shut down. Fourth base after fourth base.
Yo, Tink was so cool too because I had to have asked him like 40 times, is it blink? It's blinking, right? It's blinking. And every time he would just smile and be like, yeah, dude, it's blinking, man. It's blinking. I think by the end he was ready to kill me, but he didn't show it, man. He was keeping it Tink, man. Yo, let's get him in here, man. I'm gonna pull him into the call, and I'm excited, man. I'm really fired up to get him on here.
That was riveting footage of you guys walking into
Hey,
the
look,
room.
it was 6 minutes long, okay? I figured, hey, listen, you're catching us walking into the con. You know, whatever, man. Look, if you want to hate on the video, hate on the video. Next video, you make it. How's that? How's a little of that for a little Schnickle rage, all right? Oh, yes. We got Take Master. Dude, you're looking too fly, son. You're looking too fly, my man. Yes, yes. Well, listen, guys. We got Tynkerbel in the house. I've known this guy for 15 years, man. We met in college. He's an old buddy of mine, and it's a pleasure to have him on the show, dude. We're fired up, man. How you feeling tonight, my man?
Good, man. Good.
Dude,
Good to be here. Good to be here.
You're looking good, bro. Yeah, listen, man. I was just telling him about how many times I asked you if it was blinking, man, and not once did you lash out. I was waiting for you to be like, dude, it's blinking. You know what I mean? But
I was just noticing how much you were ordering me around like I was, your manslave or something. Hey, over there. Take a big off over here.
when I was editing it, I was looking at it. I'm like that. I did sound kind of like a jerk. I'm like, hey, dude, just sit here. Put your bag down. Lay down.
Well,
It's,
that's kind of a thing, Belle. Is you sounded like a
wow,
anyway.
Sal. So you're gonna do
Just
me like
got called.
that. Wow.
Just got called.
So welcome to the show, bro. It's good to see you, man.
Hey, good to see you.
Now listen, I'm gonna start things off right, man. Because there's a vicious rumor going around, and I know the reason, but I want to hear from you, man, that you are the floor tank king and the king of premature boss pullage. So what's the deal with that, man?
Whoa.
Is that true or what, man? Where are we at?
Those are about
That's some
3 of the most
accusations.
heinous accusations you can throw to a raider. Come on now.
That is pretty
Anyway.
heinous.
Hey, if I had the ability to point a picture up right now, and I'm sure somebody's got the picture because I linked it on Twitter. On Twitter, Sal, I think I tagged you on it. Who was at the top of the death meters
I think you're breaking up, bro.
Wednesday?
I think you're breaking up.
Last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Top of the death meter.
Dude, I was rolling out there with eye level 203, bro. I mean, you looked at me funny and I would have died. So, it is what it is, man. But so dude, man, listen. All right, check it out. Sal's going to present some questions for you. We're going to bounce this around. Nav's going to go next, and we're going to run through this stuff, man. We're excited, bro. We're feeling good. So, Sal, what you got for Tank, man? What do you got for him?
All right, hold on a sec, Sal.
Okay.
I've got
Uh-oh.
to
Walk through.
get a drink. He's been holding my drink for me, so little love there.
A little bit of walk foo. I took a really great photo of a Celestalon punching walk foo right in the face.
I know.
Dude, no
Yeah.
one saw more hands than Wakfu at BlizzCon. No one.
It's like the puppy dog and the baby.
Wakfu was a stud at BlizzCon.
Okay,
So what
okay.
you got? Bring it.
Let's get down to basics. Okay, so Tynkerbel is your toon name, and you're a dude, all right? How
got a
long
good
have you
story.
been wowing, right? And what's the deal with that name?
All right, so I've been wowing since inception. Belle and I went to school together. We StarCrafts at a ton. Then when we graduated, 2 of our classmates who were wowers, keyboard and hot tub, we started rolling Warcraft 3, hated it, and switched to Star Wars Galaxies. And then once Warcraft came out, keyboard said, "Dude, this game's coming out. We got to roll." Went to the midnight release, snagged it, rolled it, and been rolling it ever since. And I started out with the name, which is my Twitter handle, and then when we switched over, when they dropped out AQ40, if you remember, there was a glitch in AQ40 where undead females were small enough to slip through that entrance, and you could skip a bunch of junk. And so I rolled an undead female, and we all picked the dumbest names we could come up with, and and I thought Tynkerbel was about as intimidating as you could get. So
Nice.
I was Tynkerbel, he was keyboard, and the other one was hot tub, and there we go.
That is, man. Legends were born. Legends were born.
And it's stuck.
That's awesome.
But it kind of stuck, and then I started, and then of course we were on a PvP server, so I was getting ganked like crazy. So I wanted to make sure that everybody who ganked me knew, because you'd always log in with your lobby, you'd start going, but you'd have your high level when you were leveling an alt in the same zone as you. So if somebody ganked you, you'd flip log and then blast them.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure they knew that it was me flip logging and blasting them. So I've named every tune the same variation of the same name. So
Yeah.
Now,
I'm a little
what
bit
PvP?
vengeful, huh?
What PvP server were you on?
We started out on we were on Boulder Fist.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and then Airy Peak opened up, and Bell had been podcasting, listening to it much more than we were, and he said, "Dude, you guys got to roll over when this thing hits." And so once the guild opened, basically Bell test ran it for us. He was the guinea pig for a couple days, and we kicked over and haven't looked back. I mean, it was the whole deal where you join a guild, it builds up, goes great, then you hit a stall point, it falls apart. Your guild build up, stall point fall apart, and we were at a fall apart point where we were kind of falling out of the game, and Bell pulled us back in with convert to raid. So there we go.
Awesome.
The timing was
Awesome.
perfect
Good
because our
deal.
raid team had pretty much just died, and I was at the point of quitting the game. I mean, I was pretty much done.
Yeah.
The timing was just couldn't have been better,
Yeah.
Yep. Same story here.
Great.
So, what else we got here? BlizzCon front row for the Alliance.
You were there for the Alliance rant,
Navox
dude.
doesn't know what that is.
I have no idea what that is.
All right, check it out. So you were there, man, front row, when you had the full glory of sushi in your face, my man. Like, what was that like, dude? For the Alliance, the Kinsman rant, you were there. We showed the video last week. It's like you were there, bro. Like, what was? Break that down, because Navox wasn't even there, man. So make it plain for him, man, for the listeners.
I mean, it was Navox about 10 minutes ago on coffee, never stopping to talk or to take a breath, right? But it was drunkenly slurred with no coherent, cogent process going, and it was epic, dude. Sushi's a fellow Austinite actually, and we were on the plane back. And I was trying to figure out how to hook my phone into the plane mainframe so that I could fire it up and everybody's video screens of the guy sitting in row 22. But I mean, we took over the underside of the escalator, and for some reason he felt the wonderfully tipsy need to let everybody else know that the Alliance was where it was at. And it wasn't just the chant and the yell; it ended up being this wonderful. I mean, how could you come up with 10 minutes? And it was
William Wallace-esque, dude.
I mean, it was, because his cadence was so non-necessarily aggressive, but the four-letter words that he used to describe the horde,
yeah.
definitely not pleasant. And it was, and then of course once that was done, he started trolling and going around. I've got a picture of him at one point in time. It occurred to him to lay down on his back underneath Dev and lick her elbow or something, and profess his love from literally his back on a bar table to her. It was awesome. So although it wasn't as epic fail as Belle's attempt to crowd surf
dude,
and her sister, that was
actually.
Whoa, what's this?
It was a slow motion.
The look on Karma's face was just like, why is he planing himself over it?
See, you gotta give some background, because Karma is very quiet. She's Dev's sister, and she's very quiet. You know, she's somebody that you're very like, hey, how are you? Very, very civilized. You don't really get too hype. You know, Karma, she's very low key, and I was doing a little bit of a crowd surf, and
a 3-person crowd surf, and they were 3 ladies.
Where?
So they were sitting. It was under the escalator.
It was right after the
sushi
speech.
Toast.
Yeah.
I think you were over there avoiding his attempts to toast yet again, and so Bell decided to make his way over to the 3 and say hi to Dev and whatever, and his hi ended up being this kind of awkward flop plant crowd surf that ended up with him rolling off the side, and it was.
Yeah, we never did see Karma after that. I don't know what happened.
I had a flashback of the Seinfeld episode where Kramer sticks his arm out to stop Mrs. Seinfeld or Mrs. Costanza and gets a little, boob action on it. So. Except there was no Mr. Costanza to accuse you of it. So that was hard.
So Tank,
I did not witness that part.
Yeah, you missed out.
So now that this was your first BlizzCon, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on the first BlizzCon? How was it?
I thought it was awesome. I mean, it was really, really cool to see. I thought the Overwatch release was really cool. I love what they're doing with it. I'm generally not a fan of first-person shooters, and I thought their idea and theory and their take on it was as, to me at least, unique and epic as most of what Blizzard tends to do is. I thought the setups, there was, to me, there were lines, but they went fast with regards to your gameplay for whatever games you wanted to play. 25,000 nerds descending on Anaheim was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I was looking at the front door there. Did anybody get trampled, at a soccer game trampled or anything like that?
No, I mean there were a couple of basement dwellers that decided to make a push and a roll for it, and try to do a little shoving, but Bell decided to get linebacker on him, so we were good.
Nice.
You know how we do.
Right. No, it was. But the cool part for me, and I mean, Bell said it last time, and it was not a repeat for me, but it stood true. Was meeting everybody. in the guild and getting to experience everybody's take and it was interesting. I came back and my wife was watching some of the clips and she's like, they never use your real name. I was like, no. I was like, that's weird if they call you your real name. Nobody.
When they call you your real name.
They don't know my real name. That's kind of a recipe for some. And I just.
The funny part is, I was calling you Tink. I call you Tink more than your real name now. I'm like, hey, what up, Tink?
You've known me for 15 years.
15 years, and I'm like, hey, Tink, hey, Tink, hey, Tink.
I thought it was kind of fun. But I fit in, fell into the mold quick and did the same. And I thought the movie trailer was unbelievable. What they did with the graphics and their take on it looks to be just awesome. I hope it holds true. I got a lot of expectations for it, and of course Metallica. I'll tell you what, that was funny. So
I know.
This guy here. Because I said, dude, we got to roll Metallica. And I've seen them before. I mosh pit front rode them, so I didn't feel the need to fight people for it. And so we were kind of in the back area, and Bell's like, well, they're Metallica. They're legend. We got to go. And, of course, they opened up with
y'all left, like, real early, though.
It was worse than leaving early. Because if he'd have left early, it would have been less insulting what he did. Okay?
Dude,
and I
can't even believe he's going to tell.
I purposely didn't say it then because Wake Up Fool was so ticked about how un-Metallica fanish the people were that he actually left the concert. And he loves Metallica.
Wake Up Fool
I didn't
was
bring
hot.
this to him
He was
then
heated.
because he was 3 sheets from eyes being closed and walking like a zombie. So I didn't want him to have to spider monkey Bell on it. But so Bell doesn't do Metallica the respect of leaving. He takes his earbuds, puts them in, head down, and sitting on his phone on GroupMe, listening to not Metallica.
No, dude. Okay, check this out. This is what happened, right? Like these ears that I got here, right?
Bud, a live Metallica concert. Come on.
No. Okay, these ears. I need these for the next 50, 60, 70 years, right? So I'm over there listening to this, right? I'm waiting for like a song that I know, right? I'm ready for like Sandman, something that I can like be like, yeah. And I'm like, these songs are coming on. First of all, I don't understand. I don't know what they are. I never heard these songs before. And then my ears are starting to hurt. They're like, I'm like, why am my ears gonna suffer for music I don't even know? So I'm like, let me put my earphones in. Actually, these exact ones I got here, and muffled it a little bit, and I could still, get down. And then after a while, I was like, nah, dude, I'm gonna go play some Overwatch. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, they went and I mean their songs are comparatively long, and they went.
They did a lot of songs, dude. I was there for at least 4 or 5 songs.
4 songs before they kicked a real mainstream song. I mean, they did Master of Puppets, and when they did the harmonic interlude there where the guitar softened down, Bell kind of perked up, put his little GoPro up, and then just kind of got all sad, put it back, and left because they kicked right back into their old. I guess he didn't realize that the Metallica started out speed metal, so. What are you gonna do?
Dude, it was cool, man. I mean, Rogdan was getting down. Tink was doing his thing. He was feeling good.
I had to break out the headbang. It was worse because again, sitting in the back area for poor Bell in his ears, and so I've got Sal who was actually respectfully getting into it. Like I was like, oh look at that, a little respect. She's headbanging a little bit. She's kind of getting into it, and then some other long-haired dude was going after it, and then me. And then we were surrounded by everybody else who was just sitting there.
So Doom Legend was there too, right? And Kleptic was there?
It was, yeah.
But anyway, me and like Doom Ice, Doom Legend, whatever. Me and Doom were like, like totally down. And then like at one point I just looked over and then there were like 4 chairs not.
Well, you know what too though? To people's defense, like the Tauren Chieftain thing, they did like 30 songs, man.
Oh my gosh.
The intro was way too long. They did like 30 or 40 songs. By the time Metallica came, I was like, hey, listen, I'm good. I'm good.
And for them to have been an unquestionable comedy act, basically, how are they going to kick out that many songs
They did a lot
in
of
a row?
songs, man.
I'm not trying to insult them. I think they're
no, they sounded good, but I'm like,
they're good, but they're meant to be kind of funny. They're singing about rogues do it from behind. I mean, come on. That's one of their songs.
oh man.
All right. The next thing that Bell typed these notes, he wants me to ask about the buffet, but I think we're going to skip that
No, actually,
part.
we're not going to skip that one. We're going to get the record straight here on the Converted Podcast.
Yes, the guilty party wants to pass over this.
What, break down what happened to people who don't know what happened at the glorious buffet this year at BlizzCon, and save people from the heartache they may experience in the
Oh
future.
my gosh. So it was the Clarion, right? Was the name of the
It was the
hotel?
Clarion.
Yeah. So we're walking out. We're trying to get something to eat and hungry. And of course, the good places to eat were a bit more of a distance. And as we're and we'd settled on, I don't know if it was what was the one out by it was towards the cheesecake, but it wasn't the cheesecake. It was one of the nicer places out there.
P.F.
It might have been
Chang's?
even IHOP that we settled on or something. Like I think Bell said, let's roll to IHOP, and so we were gonna. Anyway, either
We're
way,
going
we were,
somewhere,
we were
yeah.
going. We were not going to the Clarion. And as we walked by, Sal, not Tink, Sal goes, "Hey, they got a place over here. I don't remember what the name of the restaurant or whatever it was, and some cafe thing." So we go rolling in there and look, and of course, growing up in redneck Midwest, I knew exactly what I was looking at, which is and actually, I wouldn't even say it glorified. It was a subpar version of like Luby's, and except with
Wasn't even that good.
wet, soggy pasta. And so I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, well they got lettuce. I can live with that. And that's about it.
Dude, they even had
And so
toast
we rolled
with
through-
butter, like toast, like regular toast, like store bought out of the bag toast that someone put butter on and cut it in half.
So bad. And so we sit and everyone's going to order. And so my thought is, I don't want to be here very long. Like I want in and I want out. And so I'm like, look, I'm rolling buffet. I don't know what you guys want to do. And we had the most, well, not the most because the most comes later, but we had a fairly stinky waiter. And he was trying to shove us all towards the buffet because he didn't want to actually work hard. And so we ended up all rolling the buffet and I think it was 30 minutes later, and it was pretty much a mutual stomach grab. So yeah.
No, wait. The waiter thing is this where that hashtag Team Adam?
Oh
thing
no,
came
that's
in?
a different. That's a
that
That's
different.
a different thing. Okay.
Yeah, that was Saturday night, right after it all, right?
That was after. No, that was after the party, wasn't it? Wasn't that after the
That was
CTR party?
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we rolled into Denny's, and
Denny's.
and Sal joined us late, and but she came in, so she was on the second hand of the table, and it was packed full of not just BlizzCon folks, but everybody. And anyway, our waiter was very nice and very much overwhelmed and out of his element, and it was, like 45 minutes for a hot chocolate refill type stuff, and I mean, we would ask him every single time and go, and but we were so physically exhausted that it was just we weren't even mad.
No one had energy to rage. It almost.
Amanda was literally falling asleep with food in her mouth.
Yeah.
And she was trying to chew a little bit, then she'd stop chewing with the bread halfway out her mouth. And she didn't even have the awesome decency to have her hand up to the bread. It was just slowly making its way into her mouth bit by bit as she just chewed. And
Using her shoulder to
then
kind of push it in.
it was awesome. It was awesome. And so we
Oh,
were.
man.
I mean, it was one of those things, when you start laughing at something that's not so funny, and you realize that it's not so funny, which makes you laugh even harder.
Dude, we were laughing
And
like we were all drunk, and I think everybody at our table was completely sober.
It was like we'd all done 2 bowls. It was great. Wait, what?
Okay.
Bowls
Right.
of cereal.
So, moving on from stories of BlizzCon. Listen, I know you're a huge Star Wars fan. Bell has been in your office.
I've been there. I've seen it. Show us.
Okay. So I have test run this a couple times to make sure my cord was long enough. I had to go get an extra longer cord, and I attempted to go slow so it's not shaky. So I'm going to do just a subtle little slow. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to do a wonderful shout out to TJ Spanks, who thought she could out nerd me.
I saw that on
so
Twitter.
we had a nerd off on Twitter, and I will say I soundly whooped her. Although I have to say that my second competition on Twitter was a bubble off with whoever wanted to try and blow a bubble with me, and I got soundly whooped by Dev. So
By Dev, yeah.
all right, so let's see if I can get this to work right. Okay. So this is my wall of toys, if you can see that.
Mhm.
Can you hear me
G.I.
still?
Joe?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's G.I. Joe.
So these are all G.I. Joes that I had when I was actually 10, 11 years old.
Heck yeah, man.
And
Yes.
got my Yoda here. Little corner of sports to prove that I'm not only a nerd. And then
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
Star
Darth
Wars
Vader's
stuff.
awesome, dude.
That Vader,
Maul.
man.
coming over this way. And then I love the biker scout over there. Oh, USB cord. Catch. All right. Sorry about that.
That's good,
And
man.
then this is the wallpaper right here,
That's awesome.
That's
which
awesome.
is pretty.
Those are
These
all,
are all in-
figures.
All in case.
Yeah, those are all the Power of the Force figures. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you can see the Ray Park's autograph on that one.
Oh, nice.
And then this one's hard to see because it's black, but I got Peter Mayhew's autograph on that one.
That's Chewbacca,
Now I'm
guys.
gonna- yeah, Chewbacca. Now I'm going to give a little love to the Horde.
There you go.
Flashback. All right, hopefully that wasn't too...
No, dude, it was and the video doesn't even do it
That's
justice,
really awesome, man.
Being in there, that room is set up, man. You got a lot of stuff in there. It's really cool.
Props for the G.I. Joe stuff.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was... my wife is convinced that I was an abnormal child.
You might.
Strap bottle rockets to him and shoot him off into the sky. It's like, because I bought
These are
them.
awesome.
Yeah. My dad was profoundly anti-military, so he wouldn't buy me any of them. So I was out raking and doing whatever, and then I'd run to Ben Franklin's and snag one, and then come running home, one by one. So
That's awesome.
it's a long and arduous process.
Well, listen, man, we know that you're part of the elite, world-renowned raid team known as For the Win.
That's funny.
And listen, man, I got a little test for you. Okay, we're gonna name some people. This is a little different. We're gonna say the person's name on the raid team, and in one word only, what's the first thing that comes into your mind? Okay, and remember, this is a family-friendly show. And if it's somebody that you don't know, because we do have some new people in there as well, just say, hey, listen, I don't know enough yet, but they seem pretty cool. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start off with Rex. One word.
Detailed.
Okay.
Profoundly detailed. And well,
Wait, that's more than one word, dude.
Yeah, I'm just expounding on the word I used before. Detailed. Very detailed, very patient.
Okay.
Okay. Shifting Eden.
Okay. I just had to get rid of the 3-4 letter words that popped in my head. That were all loving words. I'll just say Frenchie. That pretty much does it.
Okay.
Or just French. That does it right there. Love him.
What about, let's see, Belshnickle?
Optimistic.
That's not bad.
Optimistic.
Okay.
Great.
The Great
But
Dane.
optimistic. I remember in the old stuff, we'd be rolling, and I'd be like, I'd be like, Bell, dude, man. We get a new person in, I'm just like, this is killing us, dude. Come on, man. It's all good. We got it, bro. It's all good. I'm whispering him like, come on.
We don't have it.
Oh, it's good. Breathe easy. Like half his job when he used to raid lead before Rex came on and took the raids was calming me down. So
Okay, the Great Dane.
the Great Dane. He is. I lived in Denmark for a year, and so he was one of my old buddies from back then. So hilarious.
Okay.
Well, filthy hilarious. How about that?
All right. Shamanigans. I don't know who Shamanigans yet either. They're new.
Yeah, he's a new.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know them at all.
I'll say that dead sexy.
That works.
What about, I'm going to kill this name, Tajariang? Tajariang?
That's Shy. Yeah, it's Shy.
Shy? Okay.
I'll call her a locker room humor. She's
Okay.
a locker room.
Okay.
She's got locker for a girl. She's got wonderful locker room humor. It's great.
Good stuff.
She can hold her
Zepeto.
own against filthy animals.
And you and all your mom jokes. Zepeto.
Me. I feel so impugned.
What about Zepeto, man? I know you know Zap.
Hmm. The gay Grinch.
Okay,
No, gay, like happy Grinch.
Yeah, I know, but that's 2 words. All right.
Grinch.
What about Ald? He used to be playing as Akichi.
Dude, love all. Huntard.
Huntard.
Yeah.
All right, Pathiad. Is he new?
Oh,
Or is that
Patty,
Bast?
That's Tolk. That's Tolk's.
Oh, Toxel. Okay.
Yeah, man. Cigars and wine. Um, hey, I got to go with the self-described name on that, Batman.
Batman. I like it. We want to ask you about Tinkerbell. What about Kira? That's Wrist.
Wrist.
See, a lot of people on our team changed 2 names. So
Let's see. Got a good one for wrist here. Think of all these words smashed together into one word. Because as a redneck, I have the option of creating my own words. You've seen Jeff Foxworthy, right? A wrist is tries a lot.
okay. And Neo. What about Neo?
Almost there. See, again, I smashed words. And again, I'm speaking about our humor, not his skill in the game by any means. He's fantastic. He's catching up. He's lagging behind Shy on the quality trash talk and group me. So.
Okay, we got 2 more. What about? Actually, we got 3 more. Millicious.
Vicious, deliciously vicious. She's can pump out deeps like nobody's business.
She's a baller.
Yeah, and she tolerates us. She was back in. Was she Greener Pastures?
She is one of the people that came over. Actually,
She's old.
we've rated with Millicious since back in the day on Boulder Fist. So she's a good player, man.
I've been chasing her skirts for years. DPS that.
Oh, really?
DPS that is.
DPS.
No, my wife. No, DPS.
Yeah. Gollum. We got 2 more. Gollum. I think Gollum might be new too, unless it's someone's different tune. Yeah, no, not yet. We don't know him yet. Yeah, and last one.
We've only had one. We've only had one.
One night, right?
So, yeah.
And last one is Hot Tub.
Oh man, so Hot Tub was my roommate in PT school, and he's currently my business partner in Oklahoma when I work up that direction. So he's a good fella. Let's see. Your mom. That's all I can say to describe Hot Tub. So get this. So I came back from Denmark in 98, 99. I went to PT school. First day of PT school, I meet Hot Tub. I went to high school with his older brother. He went to high school with my younger sister, and I didn't actually even know him except by recognition. And I said something generic that was as much of a setup as he needed to just go, "Oh, you're with your mom last night." And I'm 22, 20. I mean, I think I'm a grown up at least. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what? I haven't heard that since I was in 5th grade. Did you just
Is that a mom joke?
With a mom joke? In the master's program of school? What's wrong with what is this?" And it was on. It was on like Donkey Kong after that. So
that's awesome.
And we swept Bell into the picture. See, Bell didn't know what he was getting into when he came rolling in there because then he keyboard and it was done after that.
You don't expect to hear mom jokes.
What is PT?
Physical therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're all very serious medical professionals.
Very serious. Yeah, with degrees and all that.
Yeah.
Hey, Gollum, real quick, is Bast.
Oh.
Remember, maybe that's not helping probably at all. Remember Bast? Yeah, he's like, oh. Yeah, Bastalon. He rated with us for a little while back in the day.
Yeah,
you probably don't remember.
Cool.
Yeah, that awkward silence means he's still new to you. So, dude,
overlap.
It's been awesome.
Overlap, man. Guys there every time you need it.
Do you have any shout outs, man, before we let you go?
Yeah, I mean the For the Win group, ton of fun to get started back up with them again. Got to give Zap some love for BlizzCon and him somehow mysteriously vanishing on a consistent basis.
That was kind of weird.
And showing back up again,
That's
and we're
just
like,
weird.
"Where you been?"
He's like, "Oh, I saw you yesterday. What do you mean?"
Yeah. And Megadeth is great to finally meet him. And it was funny because I think 3 or 4 people, because we've been in group meet, the BlizzCon group meet for a bit beforehand, and I think half the folks thought me and Mega were going to come to fisticuffs when we first came in front of each other, because we were always smack talking. But much love to the Cali firefighter. I won't tell you what he posted in group meet today. It was the funny part was Amanda didn't get it the first
It
time.
was pretty funny.
So,
it was pretty funny.
anyway, and then team, you got a hashtag Team Adam. So
Yes.
that was good stuff. And then my 2 love for the fallen, keyboard and hot tub, have been swallowed up by kids in real life. So
Oh.
Miss those dudes. Yeah, those dudes are.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
thank you so much for coming on, Tink.
Thanks, Tink.
It's really good reliving those BlizzCon memories.
Right.
Definitely, man.
Right. Thank you guys very much for having me. I appreciate it, and letting me ramble.
It was good stuff, man. Listen, we'll
It was
talk to you
awesome.
soon. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon, man. We'll be raiding in a couple days, so I'll talk to you then, man.
There you go.
Take it easy, bro. That was fun. We could go on forever and just talk about just
I was
BlizzCon
gonna say
stuff.
it was like a trip
it
down.
All right, man. We got to get Turarts and Knate in here, right?
Turarts and
Yes.
All right. Let's get
Yes.
T in here first. We'll save Nate for last.
Always.
Always last.
I think Turarts is gonna have a big list for us tonight.
That was a
some
fun
good
interview. Man.
stuff.
I like talking. I like that. I like that. It was good.
Hey guys,
Hey, what's going on, T?
Turarts.
not much.
What's
How are you
up?
guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Ooh!
Whoa, wait.
Wow!
You got the shivers, Sal?
Whoa, look how pretty.
Hey, that's good. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
I really wish though that you would have had me and Nate go on first, because following that is going to be hard.
Oh, you got this, T. You got this. You got this.
I do have a little bit of, I guess, businessy stuff to talk about. Sal asked if I could kind of summarize the town hall real quick.
Because I slept it.
We did have a town hall last Monday, so a week ago. It is up on twitch.tv/Zug, ZHUG, if you want to watch it. I know I just kind of breezed through it so I could do some notes on it. But some of the things just want to hit on. As we have a patron expansion, sometimes Greenwall isn't quite up to date with some of your other add-ons. So if you're noticing some bugs, you may need to go in and uninstall Identity. I know I've had to do that. Just kind of play around with it, but just kind of bear with it. They'll have an update, I'm sure, soon, and everything will be fine. For communications, we're going to start doing videos about, guild features, access, kind of how-to guides. We do have a YouTube channel. Kind of be on the watch out for that. Spencer and Nav, I think, are in charge of those videos, and Spence said that there should be some coming up hopefully soon. So hopefully they'll have some things like how do I do get an invite, that kind of thing. How do I start a raid team? So just kind of watch for those. With Mumble, we did increase the limit to 500 members. So hopefully we'll be able to fit the needs of all the raiders we have going on in raids. If you are noticing, though, that there's no open raid channels when you log on, just kind of shoot us an email to the officer email, because we can create more channels. So if that's something we need to do, just shoot an email. We'll get those channels created for you. With the greeters, new expansion, a lot of people are trying to bring alts in the guild, trying to come into the guild for the first time. We have our guaranteed times where we do invites, but there's usually a greeter on outside those times. If you hop in, you say, hey, looking for an invite, and no one responds, don't just keep spamming that channel. You can say it once or twice, but just come back later. There'll be someone on eventually. It is usually pretty well staffed. So just kind of... yes. So just watch it. And like I said, we have those guaranteed times. There's always someone on. So if worst case scenario, just hop on either Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. And then, as a reminder, people get excited about the expansion, and we have a lot of new people. But be respectful. That community teamwork respect, we have it for a reason. The guild tag, if you're wearing it, it follows you everywhere. Trade chat, general chat. If you're pugging LFD, LFRs, be respectful. Don't go whispering people, rude things or things that wouldn't follow the credo. We're a huge guild, and the reason we work is because we follow that so well. So just keep that in mind. If you get excited about things, we're excited too, but keep it family friendly. And there's no need to put people down or disrespect people just because, your opinions on the game are different. We can all be respectful. So just a friendly reminder, community teamwork respect, it works. There's a reason that we're going on 2 years now strong. Other than that, just watch it. There was a lot of great questions at the end I didn't cover. I'm hoping Nate will cover the raid things because I left that out of my summary. And then I'll kind of briefly go over a couple of the event things. So very brief summary of what happened at the town hall.
Perfect.
For event things, we did announce at the town hall. So if you listened, you kind of got to know about this, that we were giving away some free bags. Because even with the adding of the resources and all that stuff, I'm still out of bag space all the time. So Haster, and I mispronounce his name every time, donated a Hexweave bag, and then we had Mage of Dex actually donate a Royal Satchel. So the winners for those are, we're giving away 3 Frostweave bags, and those go to Mazer, Kendale, and Fly by Night.
Cool.
Sword
nice.
and Board
Congrats.
gets an Ember Silk bag. Dunhaven, I don't know, gets a Royal Satchel, and then Envin will get the Hexweave cloth bag. Those will be probably mailed out tomorrow night or Wednesday. You'll get them from Turarts, so just be on the lookout. So congratulations to all you.
Cool.
Guild calendar, talk about that real quick. We have a lot of events up there, a lot of boot camps. Unfortunately, we weren't able to fill every role, but we did get a lot of them filled, and a lot of them are up there right now. We have some starting as soon as Wednesday, and they'll be going on throughout the week until next Thursday right now. Still waiting for a few responses back, so if you signed up and you haven't checked your forums, go ahead and get on there. You probably have a message from me. Like I said, we weren't able to fill every class, unfortunately, but we did get a lot filled, and we have a lot of them posted up there, so check it out. When you're looking at the guild calendar, it's awesome because it streams it only by days we have events, so you'll see that. But make sure you're scrolling down as well because it stacks events we have on the same day. Okay. I know the 13th is a really busy day for us. We have like 4 or 5 events going on throughout the day. So if you see something, just keep scrolling to see if maybe there's something else down below. Speaking of the 13th, Game Breaker Nation, and I'm going to butcher this name, Karadayak, they're in the guild, approached me about they are doing a special MSC LFR run on the 13th. They actually got a movie screen to stream this Molten Core run.
Oh, wow.
So they're looking for people, obviously, if you want to watch it and you're in Connecticut, there's information about where to watch it at. They're going to stream it at twitch.tv/GBNation, but they're also looking for people to fill the raid, and that information is on the guild calendar. Again, the event's the 13th, so you can check that out. If you want to sign up, feel free to sign up if they need that role. They said they're more than happy to bring Convert to Raiders on board. So definitely check that out. There's a lot of other great events. We're doing Guild Molten Cores, which are huge successes. It's a lot more fun to run with Guildies than to try to pug that, I can tell you. So check that out. I think I have one the 14th. I don't know. It's on the calendar.
Cool.
Other than that, the 2-year anniversary is approaching. Very excited. Stuff about that is going to start coming up this week just because we have to get people signed up for things and that sort of stuff a little bit before the actual events happen. If you weren't at the town hall, that is the week of the 18th through the 25th. So it's a week-long event. How you can help, for the most part, that week, event planners will kind of take care of it, planning the events that need to be planned. But we will need donations. We'll do a raffle again, so prizes. I know I just had a tank donate 2 hours of his time as a prize. So you can take him in insta-queues for dungeons. You can have him follow you around while you quest. He'll probably stand on your little mount stand in your garrison and just flex for 2 hours if that's what you want him to do. But yeah, so that's pretty awesome. So, as for donations, prizes, get creative. If you have something you want to give, get a hold of me. We'll try and make it happen. But that's, right now, that's all the help I need as we get closer. I'll keep you guys posted on any help we need for the 2-year anniversary.
Cool.
But the biggest thing pushing right now is just watch the guild calendar. There's a lot of events out there right now. And as we get into the expansion and my event planners get settled in, I'm sure there'll be a bunch more coming up. So just keep up to date on that.
Awesome.
I think that's all I had for events. Yeah, town hall and events, so we're good.
Great.
All right, T, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem. We'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again.
Did you make up? Did you put on makeup and hair and beautiful outfit just for us?
I did.
It looks nice.
Trying to do the more girly things because I am definitely a sweatshirt, like ponytail type of girl. So it's a lot of work, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep it up, but we did it for tonight.
You can't go back now, man. Once you set a certain standard, you know what I'm saying? You just can't be going back. Yeah, it's.
So yeah, but yeah, so it was for you guys. So
good stuff.
Ta-da.
Yay!
All right, T. Thanks again.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
And we'll talk to you
problem.
soon.
We'll see you
All right, have a good
soon.
night. Bye bye. She's awesome. All right, let's pull in Nate.
Nate with the griffin on his head.
Knate.
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 So check this out before
What's
we
up?
get Nate. Oh, Nate's here. Never mind. Yeah.
What's going
What
on,
up,
my man?
Nate?
What do you have to show, Navox? It's so important that you can just do it before I get here.
Yeah, what's the
Oh,
deal?
sure.
No, go ahead,
I
Navox.
ripped the toenail off during.
Oh, dude, come on. Are you serious?
yeah.
Tell me you're kidding, bro.
No, it was hurting
That's
me, and I had to.
Come
Oh,
on, man. Come on. That's not right. That's not right. And now Nate's camera's off now. He doesn't even want to be here anymore. That is officially the nastiest thing that has ever happened on the Converted podcast. That's gross, bro.
Good job.
It got
You
stuck
did
on a
it.
piece of carpet, and I'm just like,
No,
oh, that's
stop
gotta
it.
come off.
No.
Come on. All right, Nate. Nate,
You were-
what do
You were supposed to be crashed out off of caffeine by this point. Come on.
someone said, get a pedicure, Navox. Sheesh. Shy. That was Shy in the chat room. Oh, man. All right, listen, Nate. What's up, man? Break it down. Man.
It's been a busy week. So, yes, as Turarts mentioned, we had the town hall, and I kind of put everybody on blast in CTR that I had a whole bunch of raid teams that didn't have their promotions because their rosters were all out of whack. But I'm happy to say that as of today, we've got 46 active raid teams, so I've gone up at least, 15? No, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Let's say a dozen, just in a week, and I'm up to 24 teams that have gotten their promotions.
Nice.
So
Okay.
we've done some good work this week, but we got a little ways to go yet. So go head on over to the forums. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of stuff out there. I've been in contact with most of the raid leads about your rosters. So we've got a team master list on the forums. It hasn't had a whole lot in it because I've been busy. I literally just hit submit and updated it with
Okay.
an actual honest-to-God list of our teams. So it's like a real thing now, and
Awesome.
that's great. That's
No
great.
way.
There's also a link there to what I'm calling the master control document,
Okay.
which is my internal version of all of the rosters, which is pretty much where I've been living for the past week, is in this document.
Well,
So raid teams can kind of go and look at their page at a glance and kind of see where the issues on their roster are if they don't have their promotions. So please, guys, go take a look at that. I want to get you guys raider ranks. A couple other things we talked about on the town hall are someone asked me about benches for teams, and if I said I didn't know, and I wasn't sure. I think I said no at first, and we talked about it after the show. And we're going to do benches for all of our raid teams. We're going to have a nice set 30-player cap for all of our teams,
oh, that is nice.
and then we'll have a 10-player bench so that would give mythic teams 20 people on their set roster, 10 people on their bench. As long as their bench meets their players on the bench are in the right code guild, they'll get, or exempt or whatever, they'll get their promotions. So they can have a functioning bench, and they don't feel like the people on the bench are not full raiders or don't have the same perks or whatever. So
That raider rank.
yeah, that raider rank. We also discussed we're going to extend raider ranks, and I think Lou was doing this too before I took over, but we're going to extend raider ranks to challenge mode teams, to rated battleground groups that meet regularly. Groups that are doing like old raid content. If you're running a set group, put it on the forums. Let's get you guys raider ranks, because we want you guys to encourage that. We want to encourage you guys to have groups and be running these set events.
Good stuff.
Other than that, it's been, I don't know. I think I played all of like 4 hours this week.
You've been a busy dude, man.
Everything else I've been doing has been like behind the scenes stuff.
We appreciate that stuff, man. If no one's told you before, man, we're telling you right now, bro. That's good stuff. Anything that you guys do that's outside of game, that takes up your game time or just personal time for the guild is awesome, and we appreciate that, man. For real.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know I missed raid one night last week. I've just come home and just straight up disappeared for like 2 nights this week. It's been crazy.
Man.
So I'm actually looking forward to playing the game this week. I logged in earlier and I was like, oh, I haven't done my Garrison campaign mission weekly thing. I should probably do that before tomorrow. So, yeah. And I actually have a couple of people who posted in the raid report thread.
Nice. They're using it. Good stuff.
What's up, raid report thread? What?
Yeah.
Guys, the raid report for the show works off of audience participation. So we love to hear all your accomplishments in the raid. So post out there on the forum so they can read it off on the show. We love hearing all of the raid teams, making progress through High Mall and beyond and all that good stuff. Even old stuff. If you're running old raids, let us know.
Post it on there.
Yep. Recruitment, stuff like that. So it looks like we have this week. We got Marginally Competent is 2 of 8. Epic Eggplant is 2 of 7. So someone is confused about how many bosses there are in High Mall.
But they've got 2 down, though.
Yep.
We know that.
And it sounds like X-Rated is also at 2 of 7. So.
Okay.
And that's all I have in the forums. I don't even know what my team did. I know we were 3 of 7 when I stopped playing.
We killed all of them up to the last guy.
Yeah, we did. We cleared Mythic already. Alone, you guys
just
get on your game. No, you got Mythic. I don't want to hear it. You got Mythic.
That didn't happen. All right, man.
All right, guys.
Well, listen, thanks again for everything you're doing, man. We appreciate it, guys. Use the forum. Give Nate stuff to talk about, man. Make sure that thing is full. And it's good stuff, bro. Thanks again for your time, man. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, man. Have a good night, Nate.
See you, Nate.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, good stuff, man. Good show tonight, guys. So we got some shout-outs in the chat room, right? You guys got some shout-outs or what?
Well, this is the time when we ask for them, so I'm on Navox tonight, right? So now it's time for chat room shout-outs. Chat room, type your shout-outs, and we'll read them on the air.
And for regular converted shout-outs, head on out to our forum page and post them there. And with that being said, I'm going to go out to the forums because I didn't have that ready.
There's none on there. 'Tis the season of giving, guys. There are a few guildies that could use our help. Friends of the show, Zagnut, is trying to visit his fiancée, Lady JD, whom many of you know has recently decided to stop chemotherapy for her rare form of cancer. Both of them are big-time contributing members to CTR, and it would be awesome to see them together in the same room. That's gofundme.com/JD-amp-zag, with an X. So JD-AMP-XAG. As we said last week, our friend and guildie Presto Jester had surgery on a tumor in his brain, and some friends of his also set up a GoFundMe for him. So it's gofundme.com/help-heal-Presto-Jester.
And we'll have those links in the we'll have them in the video. We'll have them out on the WordPress site that we have, and
on YouTube.
Maybe we'll get it in on YouTube. Yeah.
I'll put them on there.
Yeah. Alrighty, and then we've got some shout outs. Nav, you want to do the first one?
I do want to do the first one from Dead Greed at converted_CTR. Shout out to Facepull with the 3 bosses down. Hey, keep your hands off my flamethrower. Oh, that's such a fun fight. That is such a fun fight. I love that fight. And actually, we got the next one from Firestar, Converted CTR. Big shout out to Tyrants for coordinating all of these boot camps. I know everyone appreciates it a ton. Sal, you want to get the next one? Converted shout out. Shout out to Prestige Worldwide for putting up with my first taste of High Mall. Prestige Worldwide is the it's the other raid group from Boats and Hose, and it's like the freaking Catalina Wine Festival. It's awesome. And We also have some chat room shout outs from Nate. Shout out to Zagnut and JD Presto and Red. We love you guys. And from Tank, shout out to Joey, a non gamer giving his old PT buddies love.
Yes.
And
Joey.
Swayze, shout out to the troops. Shy, shout out to For the Win, all my raid team. And actually, Turarts just posted in the chat room, hey gang, some more boot camps have been posted on the guild calendar. It could be up to date as of now. And that is it. What we have, that's it for the chat room shout outs. So, Bell, what you got?
I got a shout out for my man Brillin. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Brillin or Brillang. The other night, man, real quick, we were running the I think slag mines, and we were in there. I just plugged in. You know, as a healer, I got an instant queue. I don't have to wait around like you guys, or not you, but Nav, but like Sal and the rest of the DPS. So anyway, I get into this thing real quick, and we're doing our thing, right? But we're on the last boss, and we're dying. We're wiping a lot, and there's just not enough juice, not enough meat, not enough action, right? Not enough DPS. So a couple of DPS leave, you know, and Brillin shows up, man, with his mage. Not only does he bring the deeps, man, he brings a time warp. We blew through that guy, man. We spanked him. So I gotta give him some love, man. It was just a random, you know, it's always cool when you're in a dungeon and a random CTR person pops in. So there it is, man. Brillin showing him some love, man. He bought it, so that was good.
I would like to shout out to all of my followers.
You mean the Twitter followers?
You guys are there to remind me of what's important in life. Gear upgrades and garrison resources. Without you, where would I be?
You're talking about your garrison followers.
Yes.
You're right, Sal.
Navox, would you like to shout out to anyone this week?
Shout out to everybody who's watching the show this week. Shout out to Tink for showing up. Shout out to the chat room. Chief Vol'jin, I see you just came in here. What's up, Chief? And shout out to my raid team. We're having a great time. Back to raiding. A lot of fun. Loving High Mall. Shout out to the dev team for developing all this stuff. It's great. And I did not crash. What? I didn't have any shout outs this week. But I'm shouting out to everybody.
Yeah, so you're still talking.
I think Nav just got a second wind.
That's right. That's the second. That's the second and third cups of coffee. Just boom. It's like.
All right, guys.
If you're listening to us on iTunes or Stitcher, give us a thumbs up or write us a review, and we will give you a shout out. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, leave us a comment, and subscribe. If you like to join us live, look us up on twitch.tv/convertedpodcast. And Sal, who do we have lined up?
That's your cue, Sal.
Oh, be sure to join us in 2 weeks when we have Tetanus Shot back from the lost episode. We'll have Tetanus Shot back.
This one won't be lost. I promise, Tetanus. I promise.
Oh, that's actually that's our Christmas week show. That's the show on Christmas week. Oh,
cool. Wait a minute. Christmas week.
Okay,
yeah,
so
the week of
so
Christmas.
everybody needs to get a Christmas sweater to wear for the show.
No.
Yes, Christmas sweater.
I can promise you that's not going to happen, but that's okay. That's okay.
You have sweaters in Florida?
No.
You own sweaters?
It's pretty hot in here right now. I'm not putting on a sweater. No.
Tell you, dude, go to Walmart and look at the Christmas shirts they have for us. It's awesome. I love it. It's great.
Oh, at Florida Walmarts?
Florida Walmarts.
Try finding some long johns in a Florida Walmart.
They actually have long johns
T-shirts
with a lot of
that look like sweaters and stuff like that.
With butt flaps. They have a lot of long johns with butt flaps there.
That's right.
Like, yeah,
we didn't ask Tink about seeing the butt. Okay, anyway, next time.
I just gotta,
that's a tease.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, for a very silly episode of the Converted Podcast. In 2 weeks, Tetanus Shot is going to be hype.
It's gonna
like
be
it
good.
was last time.
It's going to be good. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. Chat room, you guys rock. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And, yeah, peace out.
You can follow us on Twitter at converted_CTR.
and be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel, Converted Podcast.
Also, follow us on our Twitch channel, Converted Podcast, and join us live every other Monday at 7 p.m. server.
You can follow me at summer_sal, Navox at CTR, and Belshnickle at BelshnickleCTR.
This podcast is a part of the Signals Media All-Star Network. For more information on this and other fine shows, go to signalsmedia.com. It's okay to stick our stuff in your ears. Really.